Good morning students. Today we will discuss about the states of matter. So in this chapter you will learn about the gaseous state. So solutions, liquid state and solid state you will learn in the later classes. In this first year syllabus you will have the gaseous state. So matter will exist in how many states? Three states: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So in that you will study about gaseous state. So gases are they contain the molecules very far from each other. So in gaseous substance, the molecules will be arranged very far. Let us see some properties of the gases. So when we compare to the solid and liquid and gases. So what are the differences? Let us see. First one is intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. So in solid, the molecules will be very far, near to each other. So because of strong force of attraction. So generally in solids, you will find ionic bonding is there. So ionic bond is the strongest bond. So in solids, you will see the molecules are arranged very nearer. So this intermolecular forces are very strong. And liquid state, the intermolecular forces are also strong. So generally you will see the hydrogen bonding, covalent bonding in liquid state, and the gases weak attraction forces are existing between the molecules. That's why in gaseous state the molecules will be very far from each other. So if you compare the intermolecular distance means distance between molecules. In solid state, molecules are very nearer. So the distance is very negligible distance. And liquid state also, they are nearer. So but in gaseous, the molecules are very far from each other. So this is the second difference. And the next one is volume and shape. Solids will have the definite volume, and liquids will occupy the container's volume. And also in gaseous, the volume is, we will consider the volume of gas as the volume of the container. This is important. For gases, we will consider the container's volume. Container's volume is the gas volume. And shape, if you take the shape, gases doesn't have any shape. Solids will have the fixed shape, and liquids doesn't have any fixed shape, and gases doesn't have the shape. So if you compare the compressibility means we can how much we can compress the substance. So solids doesn't have any compression. We cannot compress the solids. So liquids, it is the negligible compressibility is there. For gaseous, they are highly compressible. So gaseous will have the highly compressible. So these are the properties of gases. So gases will have very weak intermolecular forces, and molecules are very far from each other, and they occupy the container volume as the gas volume, and they are highly compressible. These are the properties of gases. So let us see what are the gas laws. So gas laws. So the gas which follows the gas laws is called ideal gas. So in ideal gases, what are the gas laws? Let us discuss Boyle's law. And the second one is Charles' law. Avogadro's law. Gay-Lussac's law. So these are some gas laws. So let us discuss one by one. So if you see the Boyle's law. So Boyle's law is given by P is inversely proportional to 1 by V. P is inversely proportional to V. Here P is the pressure and V is the volume. So means if we increase the pressure, volume decreases. If we increase the volume, pressure will decrease. They are inversely proportional at constant temperature. So this is the Boyle's law. At constant temperature for a fixed amount of gas. Fixed amount of gas, P is inversely proportional to V. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume at constant temperature and for fixed amount of gas. This is the Boyle's law. So if you see the graph of Boyle's law, so here pressure is inversely proportional to volume. If you take pressure on y-axis and volume on x-axis, the graph will like this, hyperbola structure. So as pressure increases, the volume is decreases. So this is the graph for the P versus V. So if you take P versus 1 by V, the graph will be line passing through origin. So this P is directly proportional to 1 by V, inversely proportional to V. So if you take 1 by V on x-axis and P on y-axis, the graph will give the straight line passing through origin. So this is the Boyle's law.